Why are the UN's black helicopters targeting me? Are you living in a world of lies or truth? Dive into the fascinating realm of conspiracy theories with us. From UN black helicopters to moon landing hoaxes, explore why millions are captivated by these false yet alluring tales. Uncover the psychological twists that make the unbelievable seem believable, and the role of our digital age in amplifying these myths. In a world brimming with information and misinformation alike, the phenomenon of conspiracy theories has mushroomed, weaving itself into the fabric of societal discourse. These theories, often baseless and debunked, yet persistently believed by many, paint a reality quite different from the one grounded in verifiable facts. From the ominous whir of UN black helicopters supposedly surveilling citizens, to the bizarre assertion that COVID vaccines are embedded with microchips designed to control consumer behavior, conspiracy theories span a vast spectrum of imagination and fear. Among the most notorious is the claim that the Apollo 11 moon landing was a meticulously orchestrated hoax, filmed on a soundstage rather than the lunar surface.
When we did get close and we rolled out and saw it for the first time, it was a revelation. It was gigantic. It filled our entire window.
This theory, like many others, thrives despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. The allure of such narratives lies not in their factual accuracy, but in their ability to tap into deeper, more primal fears and beliefs, often reflecting broader societal anxieties. Understanding why people believe in conspiracy theories requires delving into the psychological underpinnings that drive these beliefs. A key element in this complex puzzle is the human desire for understanding and certainty. In a world often chaotic and unpredictable, conspiracy theories provide a sense of explanation and order, however misguided. They offer straightforward answers to complex issues, simplifying the world's intricacies into more digestible narratives. Another fundamental psychological factor is the desire for control and security. When faced with events that are frightening or beyond one's control, such as a global pandemic, embracing a conspiracy theory can give a false sense of empowerment. It can create the illusion that one has inside knowledge or a unique understanding that others lack. This perceived insight can be psychologically comforting, giving a sense of control in a situation where one might otherwise feel powerless. Lastly, the need for a positive self-image plays a crucial role. Believing in conspiracy theories can make individuals feel special or part of an exclusive group that sees beyond the lies accepted by the general public. This can be particularly appealing in an era where individual identity is increasingly tied to the information one consumes and believes. In today's digital age, we are inundated with a deluge of information from various sources: social media, news outlets, blogs, and more. This constant stream creates what is known as information or cognitive overload, a state where the sheer volume of information exceeds our ability to process and make sense of it. This phenomenon has significant implications for how we perceive and interact with the world around us, particularly in the context of conspiracy theories. Memory and cognitive processing involve more than just retaining information. They are largely about filtering out the non-essential to focus on what is relevant. Human senses are bombarded with approximately 11 million bits of data every second, yet our brains are capable of consciously processing only about 50 bits of this information. The challenge is exacerbated through the age of electronic media, where the abundance of available information far outstrips our capacity to filter it effectively and retain what is meaningful. Studies have shown that this overload of information can lead to traits similar to attention deficit disorder, characterized by difficulty in focusing and processing information efficiently. Additionally, there is evidence suggesting that cognitive overload can temporarily lower IQ scores by up to 10 points, particularly among knowledge workers who are constantly bombarded with information. One of the most significant consequences of information overload is the phenomenon termed continuous partial attention. Coined by researcher Linda Stone, this term describes a state where individuals are constantly partially engaged with several streams of information, but fully focused on none. This state of divided attention can lead to increased levels of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, further impairing cognitive function. Hey, fly to the subscribe button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything. The connection between information overload and the appeal of conspiracy theories lies in the simplicity and definiteness that such theories often offer. In a sea of complex and sometimes contradictory information, the clear and unambiguous narratives presented by conspiracy theories can be strangely comforting. They provide a straightforward explanation for events or situations that are otherwise overwhelming in their complexity, and this makes them particularly alluring in an era where the ability to filter and assess the vast amounts of information we encounter is increasingly challenging. The impact of stress on the brain, particularly in terms of information processing, is a critical factor in understanding the appeal of conspiracy theories. Stress, especially when chronic, can significantly affect cognitive functions, including memory, attention, and decision-making. When under stress, the brain's focus shifts towards its primal survival mechanisms, primarily engaging the amygdala, the region responsible for processing emotions like fear and anxiety. This shift can come at the expense of the prefrontal cortex, the area associated with higher order thinking skills such as critical thinking, planning, and rational decision-making. Essentially, stress can cause the brain to prioritize immediate, emotion-driven responses over more deliberate and logical thinking. This change in cognitive processing under stress is closely related to how we filter information. In a relaxed state, the brain is better equipped to process information critically, to evaluate evidence, and to distinguish between credible sources and misinformation. However, under stress, this capacity is diminished. The brain tends to simplify information processing, often resorting to cognitive shortcuts known as heuristics. These shortcuts can lead to errors in judgment and make individuals more susceptible to accepting simplistic explanations without thorough scrutiny. Addressing and counteracting conspiracy thinking is a complex challenge, largely because simply presenting factual information often proves insufficient in changing the beliefs of those who subscribe to conspiracy theories. This difficulty stems from a fundamental aspect of how individuals process and accept information, especially when it contradicts their established beliefs. One key reason why facts alone are ineffective against conspiracy beliefs is the phenomenon known as the backfire effect. When individuals who firmly believe in a conspiracy theory are confronted with factual information that contradicts their beliefs, it can actually reinforce their original belief rather than weaken it. This counterintuitive response occurs because the new information is perceived as threatening to their worldview or identity, leading to a defensive reaction. Moreover, many conspiracy theories are structured in such a way that they are unfalsifiable. That is, they are constructed to be immune to disproof. For instance, any evidence against a conspiracy theory can be dismissed as part of the conspiracy itself, making it exceedingly difficult to refute such beliefs with facts. This self-sealing nature of conspiracy theories makes them particularly resilient to factual challenges. Understanding the mindset that leads to the adoption and retention of conspiracy beliefs is crucial in effectively addressing them. This mindset often includes a deep distrust of mainstream information sources and authorities, a sense of alienation or disenfranchisement, and a need for a sense of control or understanding in a complex world. These psychological factors can lead individuals to selectively filter information, accepting only what conforms to their pre-existing beliefs and disregarding anything that contradicts them. Efforts to counteract conspiracy thinking need to go beyond the mere presentation of facts. They should aim to understand and address the underlying psychological needs and concerns that drive individuals toward these beliefs. This approach could involve fostering critical thinking skills, creating an environment where questioning and open discussion are encouraged, and addressing the broader societal issues that contribute to feelings of mistrust and alienation. The relationship between electronic media and the proliferation of conspiracy theories is a subject of extensive debate and research. Interestingly, studies have not established a direct correlation between the advent of pervasive electronic media and a rise in conspiracy theories. This finding might seem counterintuitive in the digital age, where information and misinformation can spread rapidly across social media platforms and online communities. However, while electronic media has undoubtedly facilitated the broader dissemination of these theories, it has not necessarily been the root cause of their emergence. What these studies do highlight, though, is the intensification of beliefs and the polarization these conspiracy theories can engender in society. The echo chambers created by online platforms can amplify conspiracy theories, reinforcing and intensifying beliefs among those already inclined to subscribe to them. This reinforcement can lead to significant polarization, creating divides in society that are not merely about differing opinions, but about fundamentally different perceptions of reality. This polarization is particularly concerning when influential public figures or political leaders endorse or propagate conspiracy theories, lending them a veneer of legitimacy and exacerbating societal divides. The implications of this phenomenon are profound, extending into the social and political realms. The endorsement of false theories by influential figures can undermine public trust in institutions, erode the foundations of factual discourse, and impede effective public policy, especially in areas like public health and environmental protection. The spread of conspiracy theories can also contribute to the radicalization of individuals and groups, leading to real-world consequences, including violence and societal unrest. Given these significant implications, there is an urgent need for further research into the appeal of false theories and effective strategies for counteracting them. This research should aim to understand the psychological and sociological factors that make individuals susceptible to conspiracy beliefs. It should also explore the role of electronic media in spreading these theories and identify ways to promote critical thinking and digital literacy among the public. Thank you all for watching, and fly to the subscribe button so you never have to miss anything, and we'll see you in the next video.